Hey guys, how are yous? Episode 4. This is where we're at, the Dad Bod Project. Alright, I'm Toby from Huddle Fitness. Alright, so today I'm going to go for a walk first off around the pond, clear the mind, get a bit of clarity, figure out what I'm doing for the day, go home, sort out some programs, write up nutrition, PDF I'm currently doing, my approach to fitness. I want to talk about flexible dieting, macros, the current literature on how to determine like weight loss, what actually matters and what doesn't, and go through an abs workout with you guys. All right, so let's get it. Absolute ripper of a day. Got a serious case of the man flu at the moment, hence why I'm not training. Probably won't be a training video maybe for the next 1 or 2 vlogs, though I will do a rehash on actual training. So a good thing I find with training and everything, coffee really lifts the mood. Maybe like 2 or 3 cups. I don't know, that's generally my recommendation. Makes you feel good and get shit done.
You know it's gonna hurt, so why would you want more? You know it's gonna hurt, so why would you want more? You know it's gonna hurt, so why would you want more? I know it's gonna hurt, but you're worth fighting for.
Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed that. Alright, so now we're going to go through my top tips on flexible dieting. Forget everything you know about nutrition because it's probably clouded and 50% of it's probably wrong. Alright, so the most recent literature on fitness and the standpoint currently where we're at. Calories in versus calories out. That's how you lose weight or gain weight. There's no way around that, though there is certain protocols and ways around that a little bit. But for drastic weight loss and weight change or weight gain, it's basically calories in your calorie expenditure. All right, so given that, jump into Google, find out how many calories you're supposed to be consuming based on your basal metabolic rate and your activity level. Just type in how to work out my calories in Google, or you can use MyFitnessPal. Number 2, set your protein first, fat second, carbs third. Alright, so there's minimum levels of each macronutrient you need. Don't worry about carbs. Carbs are non-essential nutrient for dietary requirements. So you can survive on fats and proteins and minimal carbs, only the minimum amount of fiber. Alright, so noting that down, 1 gram per pound of body weight. Don't go any less than that. If you're looking at really gaining some muscle, 1 gram to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight, or roughly 1.4 to 2 grams of body weight per kilo. So if you're a 100 kilo male, you want to at least be getting in anywhere from 180 to 20 grams of protein. That can come from all different sources, protein shakes and everything included. Focus on your daily intake of protein. Don't worry about meal frequency or meal timing, worry about your calories, all right? So you can get all your calories in 1 meal, or you can get it in 6 meals. It does not matter. Forget everything else you've learned, just focus on these tips. Number 3, set fats at about minimum 15% of your dietary intake, because fat intake manages like your endocrine system in regards to tests, estrogen, progesterone, and then leptin and ghrelin hormone levels and all this kind of stuff with in regards to how your hypothalamus functions, and satiety, how you feel, like whether you're hungry or you're full and all that kind of stuff. So roughly minimum 15%. I generally shoot between 15 to 30%. You can go a lot higher on that spectrum, shoot more towards a ketogenic diet, but they all have different purposes. Number 4, so set out high proteins, high fats, fill the rest with fiber dense foods and carbohydrates. If you don't want to do that, you can set your fats really high. You can shoot more towards ketogenic diet, which is about 60 to 70% of your dietary intake of fats and about 25% protein, 5% carbs to get that fiber intake in. So you can do that, but in regards to weight loss or weight gain, just focus on the calories in, okay? Don't go too drastic. I wouldn't go below any more than like a weight loss of 3% of your body weight, because that's a lot and you might set yourself up for failure. Because studies actually show that drastic weight loss, or not, drastic's a big word, so more so aggressive fat losses, which is anywhere between 1 to 3% of your body weight per week in weight loss, is more sustainable for clients in the long run because you initially get good results, you're more likely to stick to it. Is it the healthiest way to maintain lean muscle mass? No. Lean muscle mass is about 0.5 to 1%, which is a lot slower approach, which might be generally around 0.5 a kilo to 1.5 kilo weight loss a week. So that said, some people might lose like, I don't know, 3 to 6 kilos in the first week. Like I've seen that, especially if you're doing a ketogenic diet, you're more likely to lose weight just based on glycogen depletion and glucose depletion, and then moving into that ketogenic kind of energy makeup. So your body will go from producing like glycogen and glucose and utilize free fatty acids at ketone bodies for energy, and then you're more likely to use a little bit more water, so there's less water weight, less glycogen in your muscles and your liver, so you're more likely to weigh a little bit less. So weight loss isn't actually a true reflection of body fat percentage. Weight is just a number. Body composition, body fat is what you're really after. Step 4, focus on the big picture. If you overeat on one day, do a little bit of cardio, or undereat on the next day. If you completely fall off the bandwagon, just restart the next day. Just accept it, that's life. Life isn't always perfect and weight loss isn't linear. 4 weeks on roughly, or if you keep getting weight loss, keep doing that until you kind of plateau, then have a diet break, boost your calories back up to maintenance, or bring them down from a bulk back down to maintenance. Eat with relatively some freedom, 80% healthy, like veggies, like volume dense meals, so like veggies, a little bit of carbohydrates, decent amount of meat. Whether you're vegetarian, vegan or whatever, just fill your plate with like foods from the ground that are relatively healthy, not like stay away from the processed foods. And then the 20% of the food can be of what you actually feel like or what you love, those kind of meals that are close to your heart that you might have been brought up on, or they can be sweets or treats. Just choose the more micro-dense foods. So when you compare like, I don't know, a smoothie to a Coca-Cola, like the smoothie might have more calories and it's more micro-dense regards to like fruit, veggies or whatever's in it compared to Coca-Cola. Like it might have some nutrients that can help you out, but it's not more so micro-dense because some of the actual additives in it will be toxins and all that kind of stuff, so your body will take what it needs and flush out the rest of the toxins, but some of those toxins actually get into your bloodstream, go through your liver, affect your brain and all that kind of stuff, the different types of sugars, different syrups and all that kind of stuff. We don't need to get into that, so just make better food choices. I understand sometimes you're going to have a beer, you're going to eat Macca's, you're going to do that, but majority of the time eat bloody healthy, because you are basically what you eat. You're a true reflection of that. And you can't make the excuse, oh, my partner eats this, my partner eats that. You're the one who puts the food in your mouth. You're the one who decides whether to exercise, what to eat, how much to eat, okay? So, I'll leave it at that. I don't think I really need to carry on with any more tips. Guys, I just wanted to take note. Also, one good thing, don't take life too seriously. Listen to some good beats. Always have a good music playlist for just life in general, just so you have good vibes. And with diet, it's for life. It's like longevity. So shit isn't going to happen overnight. So you want to focus on just like the long term. Just try focus on the daily events, not like one thing per meal. Just focus on the big picture things, because that's what's going to make the biggest difference over time. Alright guys, as always, like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in the next DBP Dad Bod project.